Alright, so it's been a month since I've last uploaded a video on my channel, and mainly because I was away on holiday, and also recently, in the new year, I've been addicted to this game called Red Dead Redemption 2 online. So I thought I'd make a comeback onto YouTube by making a review on Red Dead Redemption 2, which recently came to Steam on PC a month ago. I only buy games on Steam and nowhere else, so I waited for it to come out on Steam and on PC. Epic Games. I swear any AAA publishers who choose to publish their game exclusively on Epic Games deserve to get backlash. Anyways, I'm going off tangent. I will not talk about Epic Games here. I'm here to review about Red Dead Redemption 2. Also, I won't be spoiling any of the Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode content because I haven't finished it myself, and I've only mainly played online. About Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode, I've heard other YouTubers say that the beginning is a little bit boring and slow, but later on it gets more exciting as you play. I haven't experienced the later part yet because I've only played the earlier part, and they were right about it being quite boring because I played it for a bit, got bored, and I went online instead, and now I've still yet to finish the story mode. But many people in general say that overall the story is very touching and a very great story in general. So if you're looking to buy the game strictly for the story mode only, then go right ahead, it should be worth it. Alright, enough of story mode. Now I'll be talking about Red Dead Online, as that's what I've been primarily playing in this game. Red Dead Online is actually quite fun and very addictive. As you can already tell, I've been addicted to it for the past 2 weeks if you get to understand its mechanics. But it also comes with its fair share of rage-inducing moments, and trust me, there's a lot of rage-inducing moments if you play this game, it's normal. First, I will be talking about what makes it fun. So first of all, Red Dead Online has a very dynamic free roam. You can do many activities, like fishing, herb picking. There's many different types of herbs, like you need it for ingredients to create tonics and stuff. Hunting as well, you can catch animals, skin them, and sell them to the butcher for some extra buck. Then there's also treasure hunting, which I don't really find that fun because it's quite frustrating when you can't find your treasure in that area and you're forced to go on YouTube and look for the exact location. But you get these treasure maps every 5 ranks, and even though they're not fun, they do net you a lot of money when you do find them. And then there's also the NPCs in Red Dead Online. Obviously, they're not as good as NPCs in story mode where you can interact with them and antagonize and greet them, but they're still miles ahead of GTA's NPCs. GTA's NPCs, they're just no comment. I'm not going to comment on GTA's NPCs. Now, the map and world of Red Dead Online, or even Red Dead Redemption 2, is just absolutely stunning. There are many different biomes ranging from marshes to deserts to glaciers. I don't have footage of all of them because I don't have time to record every single one because they're just that vast and far apart. There are also a lot of animal varieties, too many to count actually. The most common one you'll be seeing is just deer and buck, but there is also alligators, wolves, cougars, and bears, and even bisons as well, and many more. The world just feels really alive with all these different animals and all the terrain. The online also has its own story mode, which you don't have to pay for to play. You make decent gold and money from each mission, and the story plot is also very interesting with many decisions you can make that affect your online honor. Some missions are also honor exclusive, which means you can only do certain missions if you have high honor and certain missions if you have low honor. Though this mechanic is quite cool, I do find it a bit annoying since you're forced to lower your honor just to do certain missions. Now, this is very important for new starting out players, so you're going to want to pay attention to this. This game has many anti-griefing features. You can switch yourself to defensive mode, which basically means you'll take less damage and you'll appear on the map as a grayed out dot so that people won't target you and you'll take less damage. And as well, you can parlay with a player which has killed you recently, which prevents you from damaging you even further when you respawn. And also, a griefer can't target you specifically on the map. Let's say you're on this part of the map and the griefer's all the way across on the other side of the map, because they can't see you on the map if a player's too far away. They can only see you if you're in their radius. And of course, there are also no overpowered vehicles in this game because it's, 1899. There's no flying horses or anything. I don't know, who knows? Maybe Rockstar might add in some like flying horse in the future. That would be very bad because I would be very pissed off if they do that. So all these anti-griefing features and lack of powerful vehicles prevents high level players from constantly griefing low levels. Grinding for money in this game is not as hard as in GTA Online in my opinion, and plus, you don't lose money for fighting back against other players like in GTA Online. And if you're playing GTA Online on console, and let's say someone gets a plane or some overpowered vehicle and tries to blow you up, but you blow them up instead, you have to pay like $20k, which is just, what the heck? The gold bars are not as ungrindable as people say they are, and they're actually especially easy to earn with daily challenges if you get a good streak going. And there are also many other ways to earn actual cash in this game with the different trader roles and moonshiner roles, and this is a good segue into my next point. There are different roles to play as in this game. And yes, they do cost gold bars, but you can easily grind them, and plus Rockstar gives a discount on them regularly. And currently, as I'm recording this right now, the Trader, Bounty Hunter and Collector role are getting a discount of 5 gold, so you should take advantage of that whilst you still can. And each role offers a unique way to make money and gold sometimes, and you'll also make your money back very quickly depending on the role. Now, we will be talking about what makes this game less fun. As much fun as I've had on this game, I've also had a fair share of rage-inducing moments, just to put it like that. Red Dead Online is very addictive and fun, but it is far from perfect. First of all, we have the stuttering and horrible optimization for PC. My PC has an Intel i5-4460 and a graphics card GTX 1060, but the game only runs on 60 FPS and more on medium settings, and that's why the footage you see of the game that I recorded looks so horrible. I don't know if my PC is just old or the game has just bad optimization, because I can run Battlefield 5 just fine on high settings and GTA 5 on very high settings. The frame rate also stutters and starts fluctuating around major towns like Saint Denis and Valentine, which is annoying since it discourages me from visiting town and just makes me want to stay in the plains and just away from towns in general. The game also sometimes crashes upon launch, showing an error, GFX state error, please restart and reboot. I've actually gotten quite used to it at this point, because usually I just boot the game, I go get something, and then when I come back it would just say an error, and then I would just restart the game and go away and do something else again. Maybe this is a personal issue, but let me know in the comments below if you guys experience the same horrible optimization issues. Then there are also the random glitches in free roam and in the game itself. First, we'll talk about the camp constantly not being pitched. And sometimes, right, you would just spawn in without the camp, and you would try to pitch it, and it would just constantly say that crypt's packed your camp, and then you just can't deploy it. And this is very annoying, because if you have the trader role, the trader role revolves around you constantly bringing back carcasses to your camp, and just going back there and starting cell missions. Then there is also the problem of not being able to mount your horse. This is not very common, but it is very annoying when it happens. Then there's also glitches with the moonshine shack disappearing when you try to enter. Sometimes it would just disappear off the map, and then you're just forced to join a new session in order to access it again. Then there are also, of course, in every Rockstar game, infinite loading screens. This is also present in GTA Online, and I would say this is more common in GTA Online. This is not as common in Red Dead Online, but it is still very annoying, especially when you start a cell mission or after you finish the mission. But the most annoying thing of all in this game is the constant disconnection error. Sometimes the problem will be on my part, but most of the time, out of the blue, when my internet connection is working perfectly fine, the game just decides to randomly disconnect you, and it just makes you want to drive your fist into your monitor, especially when you are in the middle of a mission in free roam and you lose all your progress and you just have to restart. And occasionally, right, the game won't even let you join a free roam session after it disconnects you. Whenever you click to join free roam, it just says disconnection error, and the only way to fix this, right, is to just restart your router, which again saps away another few precious minutes of your life. I get it that not every game is perfect, but I swear that GTA Online was a better port than Red Dead Online on launch, and maybe it's just me, but I don't know if I'm the only one just having these issues. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Overall, would I recommend this game? Definitely, but not for the full price of $50 to $60, because this game, first of all, is like 1 year old, and secondly, there's still a lot of game breaking glitches in the game. But I think it would be very worth it if you get it on a discount for about $35 to $40. But other than that, you can't ignore the fact that the game is still really fun and addictive, even though the constant disconnection errors can just really piss you off. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching my review of Red Dead Redemption 2, and goodbye.